From dramas to romantic comedies, there's something for everybody at this weekend's box office if you're going to the movies.
That's right. Kevin McCarthy, Fox News contributor and founder of NerdTears.com, joins us right now with the very latest. Good morning, Kevin. So what are people going to be watching?
Good morning, Steve and Elizabeth. Thank you for having me on this morning. Great to be on as always. Labor Day is the new movie coming out this weekend, starring, it's directed by Jason Reitman, who's directed Thank You for Smoking. He did Juno. He did Up in the Air. A great filmmaker, great writer, great director. His new movie is based on a popular novel about an escaped convict played by Josh Brolin in the movie, who takes a family hostage. Kate Winslet plays the mother in the movie. It's over a Labor Day weekend. On a positive note, the performances are strong, the direction's great, the cinematography's great, and the score are great. The problem is that it's entirely overly melodramatic, and it gets to the point where it feels too long. There's moments in the movie where he puts up the days, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and you keep thinking to yourself, when are they going to get to Monday? It became way too long. I will say this. It's the weakest of Jason Reitman's movies, but it's still a solid effort. I mean, obviously, Juno and Thank You for Smoking were phenomenal films. This is very decent. I gave it a 3 out of 5. I think it's a strong matinee. Do not pay the full ticket price to see it. Now, here's the cool thing. I got to sit down with Kate Winslet and Josh Brolin. Brolin and I geeked out a little bit about escape prison movies, but first, I brought Kate Winslet something from my movie collection. Check this out. I've been collecting movie ticket stubs since I was 11 years old, and I was moving the other day.
So fantastic.
I'm a geek, and I found this while I was moving. I showed it to Leo back in May, and he flipped out.
Oh my God, that's pretty amazing. As a Titanic stub.
$4.
From 1997. $4. Yeah. You see, people can't afford to go to the movies anymore.
I was thinking about all the great prison escape films, all the convicts that escaped in the history of movies. You know, McQueen in The Getaway, Cool Hand Luke, Paul Newman, Shawshank Redemption, Tim Robbins. Let's say one of those guys randomly showed up at the house that weekend. Who would be the most fascinating to hang out with?
Cool Hand Luke, for sure.
Why? Why Paul?
I watched that. Come on, because he's Paul Newman, and he brings popcorn, and he brings salad dressing.
And the
Paul Newman salad dressing is pretty amazing. You have to admit that.
So is the popcorn.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
and his company does coffee pods, too.
Yeah, good guess.
He does. And I believe a lot of that goes to charity. All that money goes to charity, I believe. It's incredible.
It does. Meanwhile, let's talk a little bit about that awkward moment. Michael Tamero, our red carpet guy, was on the red carpet with Zac Efron. What did you like about this movie, if anything?
Here's the problem with this film. When you're dealing with three best friends who make a vow to stay single, and obviously they don't, and drama ensues. The problem is there's all these plot devices that move the characters along in unnatural directions, and it just seems unrealistic. Also, it was really, really repetitive. They kept repeating the same scene over again. They'd have coffee, they'd go to the club, they'd be in bed, and it was the exact same thing over and over and over and over again. It became repetitive and very annoying. Michael B. Jordan and Miles Teller are great in the movie. I will say this. I gave it a 2 out of 5. I would stay home and wait for the rental. But check out a movie that Michael B. Jordan did called Fruitvale Station, and a movie that Miles Teller did called The Spectacular Now. 2 movies available on DVD now that I highly recommend. I gave that awkward moment a 2 out of 5. Skip it.
All right. Good advice. You just saved us some money that we can spend on something else. Thank you, Kevin.
What you say is word, Kevin McCarthy. Thanks so much. We'll be checking out your Twitter feed, too.
Thank you so much. Have a great weekend, guys.
You too. All right, 26 minutes now after the top of the hour on this Friday.